Hi, this is Courtney with GrayLaw TV, and today we're going to talk about the interview at the airport with customs. So congratulations, you went to the consulate, you got your visa, or maybe you're here on a visa waiver, and you've just been on a really long flight, and now you're going to talk to customs, okay? And even though you have your visa from the consulate, even though you've just been on this long flight, they can still deny you from walking out of the airport and into the United States. So it's important that you are prepared for the interview with customs. So again, be calm. Best advice I can give you is to be calm, be personable, make eye contact, be polite. You're tired and you're in another line and you're so close to your goal. But now is the time to just be really kind, to be organized. I know you've just gotten off an airplane. You might not know where your passport is and which pouch or which pocket. You've been moving stuff around, but make sure that you have it ready, because the first thing that they're going to ask you is, may I see your passport? And you don't want to fumble. It annoys them. They have a line of 100 people behind you that have also just gotten off that flight. Have it ready, hand it to them, and speak. Okay, start that conversation. Say, oh, here you go, or here's my passport, and show them your passport. You might even want to have it open to your biographic page. They love that because they don't have to start flipping and fumbling through. So be ready to go when you get to the front of the line. Make sure you say hello, okay? Just say, oh, hey, here's my passport, here you go. The next question is, how long do you intend to stay? Okay, you have your ticket in hand. You should have a return flight, right? You know how long you're staying. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, whatever the case may be, that's what you tell them, okay? And it should match up with your allotted period of stay given you by the consulate, and it should match up with your flight itinerary. What is the purpose of your visit? That's if you're traveling for business or pleasure. Oh, I'm going to the Grand Canyon. I'm going to Coachella. I'm visiting my sick aunt. Whatever it is, you just let them know simply, concisely. Don't be long-winded. Keep it short, but give them the information that they're asking for, and try not to give them any more, because they're really trying to get folks through as quickly as possible. When they ask you what the purpose of your visit is, if you're here to visit friends, you've watched the B1, B2 interview, you've done very well. And so if you're here to visit friends, they're going to start getting at that boyfriend question again. Make sure that you're not here to get married. Are you coming here to marry your girlfriend? Do you have a ring in that bag? That kind of thing. They want to make sure that you're not coming in to stay. If they get the idea that you're here to stay, and don't think, oh, I got past the consulate and now I'm going to tell them that I've decided to get married in the last 2 weeks. Now is not the time, okay? You need to show that your intent is to return, okay? You have your return flight. You're here for a reason. It should, you've gone through this before with the consulate, and so just do the same thing again, okay? What do you do? What's your occupation? So you let them know, I'm a waiter, I'm a physicist, whatever it is, you tell them. Do you have any family in the US? If the answer is no, you're done. If the answer is yes, you tell them who. You're arriving at LAX. Oh, I have an aunt in Missouri. I'm not visiting her. I'm going to Disneyland. Not on this trip, maybe another trip. If you are visiting a relative and you're staying at their house, you probably want to be able to give them the address. So yeah, I'm staying at my aunt's house. She lives in Santa Monica. If they ask for the address, you can give it, or you have it handy. But they probably won't. They may not. But just make sure that you're not nervous, that you don't seem antsy, because that gives them pause, and there is a possibility that they'll take you into what's called secondary inspection. I know Umberto's done a great video on secondary inspection. It can be time consuming. They can put you in secondary for 2 or 3 hours and ask you a lot of questions, and look at your phone and take your phone and take your computer and look at everything in it. So make sure your phone and your computer are clean and that you watched Umberto's video. There's nothing on there that's going to cause you any kind of embarrassment. You should be fine. But also, when you're in secondary, I know you just got off a long flight and you're super tired, and this is the last thing you needed, and you may have had plans and now they're getting messed up. I wouldn't express my displeasure too much to the officers, okay? It is what it is, and you're gonna have to get through it. And if you're unkind, or if you say, can I get out of here? I've been in here for 2 hours. If you're unpleasant at all, they'll keep you even longer. So just get through it, okay? Are you traveling alone? Either the answer is yes or no. No, my husband's with me. No, my kids are with me. No, my parents are with, whatever it is, they're here. Or if you're traveling with someone who's on a different flight, yeah, they're coming in on a later flight, or you just let them know who's traveling with you. Okay. Have you been in the U.S. before? So if you've been in the U.S. And you just tell them. I came in when I was 5 to go to Disneyland with my parents. That was like 20 years ago. If you came in a few weeks, I came in for business meetings last year, or I come in for business meetings like once a quarter. You just let them know how often, because they can see it, right? They have all your information right in front of them. So they just want to make sure that it all matches up, that you feel confident in it, that you feel, like you're in the right place, that you're not nervous, that you're not telling them anything that doesn't match other things. They want to make sure that you're telling the truth, that you're where you're supposed to be, that you're confident, that you're personable. And so, make eye contact. Where will you be staying? So let them know the hotel. Here's my confirmation of my booking, or I'm staying in an Airbnb, or I'm staying with my aunt. This is her address, or I'm staying with friends. That can also get into the boyfriend-girlfriend thing. But you just let them know. We've been dating for 6 months. She visits me, I visit her. We just go back and forth. We're not. If you want to bring up the M word, you can. Like, we're nowhere near marriage, but we're hanging out right now, and we don't, whatever. So if they ask you, like, do you plan on getting married? No, definitely not. Like, she hasn't even met my parents. Like, we're so far from there. Make sure you have your flight itinerary handy. Make sure you have your hotel or your aunt's address handy. And be cool, calm, collected, personable, competent. I mean, you don't have to be, they expect you to be in your sweats. You were just on a flight. So don't feel like you have to get, fancy on the airplane or anything. It would probably be weird if you walked up to customs in a 3-piece suit. So just be yourself. That's all they're looking for, and you'll be just fine. Thanks for watching GrayLaw TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe.